Welcome back. Now, Irish people are fast embracing alternative to conventional medicine, and many are turning to healers for help. Helen Parry Jones is a spiritual healer and joins me now this morning. You're very welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Helen.
Now, why do you think so many people are turning to alternative medicines?
I think it's always been there. I just think it's been part of our culture for many, many years, and the Irish people certainly know how to embrace their culture. I've had such a wonderful, wonderful
You come to Ireland quite a lot. How did you start coming here?
It's 5 years in March next year that the Late Late invited me to come and actually be on the Late Late, and from that it was an absolute phenomenal success. It was amazing. And the Irish people just seem to have taken to me. They seem to have taken me to their hearts, and they seem to just, I don't know what it is, whether the Welsh and the Irish really get on, but
yeah, because that's you're from Wales.
Yes, and they seem to have just taken me to their hearts and loved me, and I've been very lucky as far as that's concerned. So I feel I've got to give something back, and I'm healing and giving seminars.
Do you find the Irish a lot more open to it than the British?
I think there's a great general awareness now across the world. I think people are slowly starting to wake up to spirituality. And you see alternative or complementary medicines. I hate to use the word alternative because it tends to make us feel as though it's an either-or situation, and it isn't. You know, I feel it's a marrying of actually the two different health situations that's available. Sometimes we just tend to be pill poppers, I'm afraid. We just think, that we walk through our doctor's surgery and they're going to give us an instant cure. And half the time, something more natural is actually the more gentle approach.
Well, speaking of that, now, you are a spiritual healer. What is that, and what do you do?
Well, basically, spiritual healing is the channeling of energy. I believe that it comes from a higher source. And many, many years ago when I first started, because I've been doing this since I've been 4, don't forget, and I've been practicing now for 20 years, so it makes me very ancient. But basically, it's the channeling of energy. I see an aura around the body, like I can see yours right now. Yours is actually nice and bright. Yours is actually very ambitious at the moment, which is good.
Very ambitious.
And it means basically that the aura can change shape, can change energy, and sometimes with illness it can actually fragment, it can actually break a little. And also you can see something called chakras, and these chakras are joined to the aura. There are 7 major ones and hundreds of little ones, but these 7 major ones going down the body are the most important. And what makes me so unique is that I think people have been reporting that I'm so different to other healers because I seem to be able to open up these chakras and to be able to locate illness. And there's been several different...
So you would actually look at somebody and you could see a broken aura and maybe associate that with an illness that they have?
Well, no. It's because the broken aura suggests that there is an actual break in the energy field. So basically, by opening up these chakras, you're allowing the energy back into the body. And if you give the body the right tools, it basically can heal itself because the body has a natural way of healing. But what seems to make me so different is that I seem to be able to locate and assess illnesses around the body. And there's been several different things done over the years which have been quite amazing, really. But it's not me that says this, it's basically people. They just seem to get well.
And
one person tells another person, another tells another, and
what type of illnesses do you come across?
Everything. I mean, I've been going a long time now, so basically during these years I've come across literally, I would say, so many diverse illnesses. I treat a lot of children, I treat a lot of adults, men, women, dogs, cats, horses, you name it.
Would you?
Yes, I actually treat animals as well. So, because at the end of the day, this is a natural healing, it's a natural force. And I think people are becoming more aware of this now. There are lots and lots of healers about, and I'm not doubting that they have abilities, but I think people say that my gift is very progressed, and therefore it's channeling of this energy which is most important.
Now, do people come to you after other remedies have failed and this is a last resort, or are they starting to come to you now instead of going to the doctor?
In the early days, people used to come as a last resort because 10, 15 years ago, of course, you're dealing with new stuff. Don't forget, I've been working now 20 years. But I find now, during the last 5 years, that people have really started to open up to the fact that there is something more natural about. And I find that they are coming as a first choice now, which is really great. And also, a lot of GPs are now starting to embrace healing. There has been a lot of research done, and I know, particularly in England, that they are trying now to perhaps integrate it more into a mainstream situation. But it is a long, long way off that. And, you know, we're still breaking ground as far as that's concerned.
And what is your success rate, or what do you feel your success rate is?
Well, I never claim anything. I never portray to have any kind of success rate. It's the thousands of people that come to me that say that they have successes.
They've been healed.
And what's so interesting is that they go to their GPs or their consultants and they can actually see the difference as well. I mean, just the other day I had a young boy that's suffering with leukemia, and his bloods were so low that he couldn't even have his chemotherapy. After 1 treatment session, his bloods had 5 times their ability. So in other words, he was able to have his chemotherapy. And there's no explanation.
Is this just you laying your hands on them?
Yes, it's basic. I don't know where this energy comes from. Obviously, I believe it's something more specific. I believe it's a higher source that's actually sending this energy, but it's amazing.
Now, you were saying you realised you had this gift when you were 4.
Yes.
How did you realise at 4 that you could heal?
It was very difficult for my family, I tell you, but basically I used to see and hear at that time. The clairvoyancy side of things obviously developed at the first stage because I see and hear the spirit world as well. I have this kind of all-feeling, all-sensing type of situation. But I used to heal animals, basically, at that age, and they used to get well. But the main thing was that my parents realised from a very early stage that I was different. And I started healing animals at 4, and then word got about, and gradually over the years, people that would know me would perhaps bring themselves to me and say, well, can you do something with this knee? Can you do something with this leg? And it just progressed from there.
That's incredible.
But my parents were very, very conventional.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of parents would be wary of it anyway, and sort of say that's not a career to go into, especially like as you're saying 20 years ago or more than 20 years ago.
Oh, yes, I think my father was quite concerned that there's going to be rotten eggs thrown at me or something. But you see, if you have an advanced gift and you believe in what you're doing and you know it's going to help people, well, how can you stop doing what you're doing? You're good at what you do, so how can I stop doing what I'm doing? It's part of me. It's as natural as breathing, so I have to do this.
Because you actually gave up another caread to concentrate on this.
I was actually practising in teeth, can you believe? I was actually a hygienist at the time, going towards the dentistry side of things. I'd actually passed my exams and whatnot, practised for a good 12 months, and it was really strange because all the kids used to come in and used to seem to like me. And what was so strange was the dentist always used to report that they'd go very calm with me. They didn't know what it was. Well, of course, it was the healing then.
The healing powers.
And I just felt I had to give it up and just do it.
Great stuff. Well, hopefully we'll see you again.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for joining us this morning.
And it's very kind of you to invite me.